Great, we're here with Ted Jurassic, Tibor Reels, and he's going to tell us about the new Signature Series. Ted, I was so impressed with the reels you showed me yesterday. I was hoping we could document a little bit of this, tell some of our customers and friends back home.
Okay, well, you know, I've been working on this model for approximately 2 years. You know, did a lot of research and development. And when I think about to have a new reel made, we're going to make a new reel, I try to make one with the least parts, because that's the beauty about any kind of mechanical equipment. The least parts you got, the least problem you're going to have.
Yeah, less is more.
One of the best parts, let's say a screwdriver, only one piece, you hardly ever go wrong. And that's what I was trying to do with this reel. And also I do a lot of fishing, and a lot of times when I go offshore or go on the flats, I take my fly rod, and then I see a fish coming, and I real quickly take the rod out of the rod holder and start ripping out line. Now this particular reel right here, the Signature Series, when you take and you start ripping out your fly line, you could never ever backlash this spool right here. And I did it a lot of times, I'm sure you did it. And that's a big feature on this reel, because I've seen that problem on most of the older reels, you know. So
yeah, that's a big solution, actually.
Yeah, so this is, I figured the angler's going to like it, and they're not going to, you know, they're not going to blow the fish, and then the guys ain't going to holler at him, you know. He says, you boogered up this cast, so that's going to help a lot. Now let me show you this. This is the new reel that I developed, and we manufacture it now, and we should hopefully start delivering it after December. It's a quick change reel, which is very simple. You screw this knob off, and then a spool comes out, and there's no parts. The knob's not going to fall off. I made it so the knobs cannot come off, so the guys don't have any problem. And this is a hub. This is the main hub, and this is the drag knob, and this is a screw which holds the drag knob on. So I'm going to show you the reel on the inside, how simple it is. I'm just going to take this screw off. This just holds the drag knob, so when you screw the drag knob off, it's not going to fall off. That's why the screw on there. And then just press this, and this is the reel on the inside. If you could see, there's hardly any parts in there. You don't got little levers, you don't got little springs, or you don't have anything but just the main shaft holding it with 3 screws.
I don't see any dogs in there.
No, well, I'm going to show you how to be changed from left to right hand. These are the clutch dogs right here. And that's what goes into these gears, is these grooves on a gear. And we have 3 of these, which is give it 4. See, that's spring loaded.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a one-weight weight, you know, which is pretty good. If you want to change from left hand to right hand, then you just press one of these dogs down, turn it 180 degrees, and then now you're going to have a left-hand reel. So
oh, that's easy.
That's real easy to do. Anybody could do it.
Yeah, no parts to take out in the process
nothing.
either.
You don't take nothing out. You just, like I said, you just press it down and then turn it 180 degrees and let it up, and that's not a left hand or whatever. Now this is our main gear, which is a cork material on the gear, and this is our drag. To me, the cork is one of the best material for a drag, because it's a natural material. And it's pretty forgiving and very, very smooth. So on a startup drag, you're not going to break the fish. Or when you get the fish by the boat, land them, and the fish sees the boat, they surge away, and you're going to have a smooth drag. And this is the seal here. Now this is what seals it. This on the top of this gear, if you could see, you're going to have that little ridge on there.
Feel this. See this, Tom? This is the sealing mechanism.
And that's what seals the gear. But the most important, when a fish runs, the centrifugal force, because we put grease on here, the centrifugal force will throw this grease up against this seal. So what happens, the seal is always lubricated. So you never, this reel here, you should never take apart for at least 10 to 15 years if you're average fisherman. If you're a guide, obviously, you got to do it once a year.
Yeah, sure,
But you shouldn't lubricate it, don't take it apart. It'll gonna last you for a pretty long time. And it's a lifetime guarantee on these reels. Anything ever goes wrong, we fix it for free, send it to the factory, and we fix it for free.
Well, your reels are not known for failing in the first place, in particular.
Well, I'm trying to do, but now I'm going to show you you should never take this apart. But some people like to, and some people like to see what's inside of this hub. So I'm going to show you how little parts in these reels. We have hardly any parts here. If you take this, And that's the only parts we have in the whole reel. So if you look at it, it's hardly any parts.
Yeah. Wow.
And the hardest thing, the hardest thing to do is design something that is no parts.
Yeah.
And it's, I always pride myself in that. I try to make something that is no parts, because when you ain't got no parts, you don't get no problem.
Yeah, and that's why your reels don't fail.
And, and we guarantee these reels for a lifetime, so I don't want to have reels keep coming back. We got thousands and thousands of reels out on the market, out on the field, and if something's wrong, people start coming back. And also what I found, I make 5,000 reels, no problem. One gonna fail, I gonna hear about it, and now with the internet, everybody talk to one another and all that, so you know how that goes. So that's about it. It's a very simple reel, and it's, it's guaranteed for life. And I'm sure it's a pleasure fish with it, because if you go somewhere, you have to have, you have to have confidence in your equipment. If, once you don't have confidence, like, I don't know if you're a hunter or not, but if you're a hunter, you have to have confidence in your scope and in your gun. You're going to shoot whatever you're shooting. So that's why it's so important to have a piece of,
Well, we've always, honestly, we probably have more confidence in your reels than we have in any other product that we carry. This is a reel you buy once and don't ever mess with it, and now these look like design improvements. They're going to give us even more confidence. So
we have a lot of surf fishermen, they wanted it, and a lot of people who, and I seen picture on, even on the flats like Christmas Island and all them places, is they just, when they catch a nice fish, to hold out and hold up the fish, and they put the rod in the water.
Yeah.
So I was trying to,
we've all done it.
Oh yeah. And that's all I could tell you, really. It's a very simple reel. It's hardly any parts, and hopefully the customers going to like it.
Oh, they're going to like it, and we do too. Thanks a lot, Ted. Those are really well designed.
Okay,
great looking reel.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
And thanks for our support.
Thank you so much.
Okay.